Hello students, in the previous video we saw what is an angle, okay, and we also saw how to name an angle. But suppose you are given some angles and you are asked to find out which angle is bigger or which angle is smaller, okay, or what is the measure of this angle. So if you are given a line segment, you are asked to find the length of the line segment to check whether this line segment is big or this line segment is big, correct? Similarly, to find out which angle is bigger, we need to have some measurement, correct? So let us see what is this measurement. Here's an example for you. Mamata has got two clocks, okay? In one clock, the time shown is 3 hours 30 minutes. In other clock, the time shown is 9 hours and 30 minutes. Now you have to find out in which clock the angle formed between the hour hand and minute hand is greater, okay? So in which, whether this angle is greater or this angle is greater, angle formed by the two hands of the clock. So to find out this, we have something called as degree. So now to measure this angle, we have something called as degree, and let us see what is this degree measure. Now suppose you take a circular cardboard, okay, and fix a plastic needle at the center like this, okay. There is a plastic cardboard, there is a circular cardboard, and there is a plastic needle which is fixed in the center. Now rotate the needle from a fixed position. So from this position, suppose you have a circular object like this, and from this position, fixed position, this is a fixed position, you rotate the needle like this, okay. So here you have started here and you keep on rotating the needle like this, okay. We have started here, keep on rotating the needle like this, and you keep on rotating it till you come back to the same position in which you have started, okay. So when the needle comes back to its original position, it is said that one rotation will be completed. So from here, when the needle moves from this fixed position, it keeps on moving like this, and after it moves and comes back to the same position, it is said that one complete rotation has been completed, okay. Then this rotation that is completed is called complete angle, okay. So this rotation is called complete angle. Now suppose after you complete this, okay, this circle is divided into 360 equal parts. So what we do is that we divide, if you want to divide the circle into 4 equal parts, how do you do it? This is 4 equal parts, correct? Then you have what is called as 8 equal parts. So like this you can divide the circle into different amount but equal parts, okay, different parts which are equal. So similarly, if you divide the circle into 360 equal parts, so now here you can see the circle is divided, all these things that you can see, they are small lines. So the circle is divided into 360 equal parts. Then what we get is 360 equal angles. So if it is divided into one equal part, then we get one angle, okay. So here, since it is divided into 360 equal parts, we get 360 equal angles. Now this one angle which is we get here after we divide into 360 angles, if you take one angle of that, it is called 1 degree, okay. So what is 1 degree? It is the 1 degree is the angle or one angle that you take after dividing the circle into 360 equal parts, okay. Now if your circle, suppose you start here, and if you complete one full rotation, then what is you said, you know that it is called complete angle, correct? And what is the measure of this complete angle? the measure of this complete angle will be 360 degrees, correct? If you take 1, it is 1 degree. If you take 2, 2 degrees. If you take 3, it is 3 degrees. 4, 4 degrees. 5, 5 degrees. So if you take one full rotation like this, it becomes 360 degrees. Okay. So this symbol used is 1. On top of this you put a small circle like this. Then it is called degree. This is 1 degree. If you take here 3, 6, 0 and put a small circle on top of this, this is called 360 degrees. Okay, so this is how we measure an angle. Now there is an instrument which is used to measure angle. Okay, now this instrument which is used is called a protractor. You must have seen this instrument, okay, which is there in your compass boxes. Then this instrument is used to measure the angle. Okay, it is used to measure angle. Now you can see here, this is not one complete circle, correct? If you see here, this is half a circle. So if you take another one and fix it over here, correct? If you fix another one here, same time, then you will get one complete circle. You know, one complete angle is 360 degrees. Then you can see this is half of the circle, correct? This is half of this complete circle. So how much it will be? 360. Half of 360 is what? To 180 degrees. So this measure that you get is 180 degrees. So you can see here there is 180. So this is the center of the protractor. Okay, center of the circle. Similarly, center, and you can see, from here you can see 0, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 until here. If you see the outer marking, okay, this is 180 degrees. You can start from here, okay, from left to right, or you can also start from right to left. So if you want to start from right to left while measuring the angle, you'll have to start from 0, right? So you will have to look at this one if you are going from right to left. But if you are starting from left to right, then you have to look at the outer measure. Okay, this instrument is called protractor. Okay, so we will see in the next classes how we can use this protractor to measure the angle.